Good morning. Welcome to day 19, April 25th, 2024. It was a cold one last night, probably the coldest night on the trail. 42 degrees in the tent, or one of the coldest nights. So just getting situated. Great had cell service, so got a room booked at the brand new Hilton or Hampton Inn, Big Bear Lake. So we're gonna get packed up. It's about 11 miles, so 5-6 hours probably to get to the road, and we got to figure out how we're going to get into town, but we'll figure that out. Anyway, enjoying some coffee and getting trail broken down. Yeah, so this ended up being a really nice campsite at Forest Service Road at mile 255.3 because there's a seasonal stream here. To actually be able to camp next to water 2 nights in a row is awesome. It was just me and my friend from Vermont stayed here. Super quiet. I think this may be a party site though. As you look around, there's a lot of trash and debris. So I guess there's access to the road at some point. And I counted about 30 shell casings, I think 9mm, so people come out here and crank off some rounds, it looks like. So it's all about timing, right? You do not want to be here when that's going on, but late April, it's perfect. Yeah, so we're almost ready to get going, and we'll see you down the trail. All right, we're just getting going, and as I was putting on my backpack, I noticed a gear failure. Plastic buckle. A little piece of it snapped off. So it's holding for now. It's just got to hold. I get in the Big Bear, and it seems like there's plenty of gear stores there. Hopefully I can get a replacement plastic part. Add it to the list of errands. All right, so town mindset is definitely taking hold. A very thru-hiker coming this way. Got about 10 miles. Just gotta remember not to go too fast. Aches and pains report. Everything is pretty good. My feet were almost getting to the point last night of, I'm glad I stopped when I did, just to give them a rest, instead of pushing on that extra mile. So it seems like first thing in the morning, when my left shoulder blade and sometimes my lower back just kind of has to get loosened up a bit, but it's nothing major and insignificant so far, so everything's good. Feet are good. Yeah, we're just gonna keep trucking along, and we're gonna take our first little foot break soon, and sooner or later we're gonna pop out where the sun is and we can delayer a bit, but not quite yet. Yeah, the only other thing, I thought I would sleep really well last night, my kind of sleeping weather, nice and cold, and I didn't sleep great. And I think maybe part of that is knowing it's going to be a town day, when we get an early start, and also I just have a lot of minor scrapes from that little dirt fall I went through yesterday. Oh my goodness, there was dirt everywhere. There was dirt in places there shouldn't be dirt. So it was just a little uncomfortable laying on my right side because just those scabs have to scab up a bit, but very minor stuff. Hopefully sleep well in the hotel. And I even stayed up till 8 last night, which is late for me on the trail. So just one of those things. I'm feeling good though. I'm feeling refreshed. I'm sure it'll hit me at some point. Hopefully I'll sleep in late, either tomorrow or Friday. But we'll see. That's about it. All right, it's about 8 in the morning. We're about an hour and a half in, taking our first real break, having a little breakfast, airing out the feet. We got about 7 miles to the highway. So, and we've delayered. Now that we're hitting the sun, we're gonna put on sunscreen, lip balm, the whole 9 yards. So we're at 47 degrees right now with a little wind. So much nicer hiking conditions than 80 or 90 in the desert. This section of trail has just been amazing. It's mostly all dirt, no rocks, kind of on a ridge line. It's been probably a mile, almost 2 miles now. There were some really sweet camping spots, no water, but yeah, this has been super enjoyable. So I was just thinking, last Thursday, I had reservations in Idlewild for 2 nights. I had about 12 miles to do, but didn't realize that the last 2 miles was going to be a lot of snow. That slowed me down. Then I had to do another, 2.5 miles down Devil's Slide Trail, which about half of that had snow. And then, icing on the cake, a 2.5 mile road walk. I didn't realize it was that far. It was fine, it was all downhill. So this experience into Big Bear Lake is so far much more enjoyable. Of course I can't walk to Big Bear Lake. That would be a heck of a walk. I think it's like 20 miles. So obtaining a ride is going to be the little wrinkle on this one. So we shall see. Stay tuned. 4 more miles to the highway. So I'm pretty sure this is a typical thru-hiker feeling, but when you know you're going into town for a couple nights and you're on the trail, you just got that extra little bit of energy. I mean, I haven't taken the normal breaks I would take. I'm just feeling really good. Part of it is obviously the nice weather today, but just like want to get to that trailhead and find me a ride into town. Nice view. That is a nice house. So today was my lucky day. As I was coming down the parking lot, I think you might have seen that red Jeep there. Retired firefighter. I asked if I needed a ride. And of course I read some comments so far out about people offering and then like charging exorbitant amounts of money. So I just asked how much. He said nothing. Crazy. So yeah, really nice guy. We talked for a while. I got his picture. And he's just a local who wants to help out. He gave my Vermont friend a ride and then me a ride. So, and he's done giving rides for the day. So we gotta go into Vons to change and then we'll go to the laundromat. Time for laundry. So I guess they put ranch for their dipping sauce for fries out here, so I'm a weirdo with the ketchup. All right, we're enjoying our lunch, our Corona, our meatball sub. It's 1 o'clock. Unless I get an early check-in, I still have 2 hours to kill. So I'm just taking my time, charging electronics. And this place is great, Maggio's, but they do not have Wi-Fi. So I'm glomming off the Petco Wi-Fi, which must be near. So the Vons and the other grocery stores right here. So before I leave for the Hampton Inn, I'll stop there and get some groceries. And I smartly put a list together so I don't forget anything. Tomorrow we'll do propane runs, sporting goods, and maybe get a haircut and trim the beard. So yeah, we'll have a lot of time tomorrow to get stuff done, and the weather should be perfect. So just relaxing here. While I'm sitting here, I just can't like think back about how the timing on that ride worked. Trail Angel, the retired firefighter, just a super nice guy. I just happened to be walking down the trail and I was looking across the highway because there were people over there, thru-hikers, and they were either loading or doing something with the car. And he had his window down, just hanging out. His off-roading red Jeep. He said, asked if I needed a ride. And it was just like, wow, yes I do. I've always thought, and I've even mentioned to Sarah a few times, 10 years from now when the thru-hiking days are over, I would love to live in a town close to one of the 3 trails and do this kind of stuff, like give the rides. So, oh, I just got a Facebook message from my ride back to the trailhead on Saturday. Stand by. All right, we're done with lunch. We're gonna hit this Vine. Some supplies. All right, we picked up some stuff at the Vines for the next couple nights. Now we're gonna go find this shuttle to get us closer to our hotel. A little bit of a road walk on Big Bear Boulevard, but we're getting close. Home sweet home for the next couple nights. All right, we made it. Look at this room. It's a brand new property. I guess I'm not used to too many people not having cars because you have to pay to park like $10 a day. But yeah, very spacious. Even got a sink, a microwave, and a mini fridge. So I'll be pretty well set in here. Look at that bed. Look at those power outlets. And the most important thing of all, the bathroom. Shower time coming soon. My room has a freezer in the fridge, so it's time for some ice cream. I need some calories. All right, so it's about 4 in the afternoon. Pretty much set now. Not gonna be going out again tonight. One interesting wrinkle is, you remember a few days ago, I had that trekking pole carbide tip pop out. Right here, gone. So I ordered replacements from REI and had them shipped here. And I guess REI shipped them via USPS. And I just found out from the front desk, because it showed that it was delivered this morning at 9:30, that the postal service doesn't deliver mail here. They all have to go to the P.O. box to get it. So my package is probably at the P.O. box. I had to go to the post office tomorrow for my resupply, but I can't get in the Hampton Inns P.O. box. So the manager on duty was gonna take a ride over there and go grab it. Because if it's whatever, I can just go to the, I have to go to the store tomorrow to get propane, and I could probably get some chair-wrecking poles, but if I can just replace the carbide tip, that's what I like to do. So yeah, this was a really good day. Already had the laundry done. Got groceries. Tomorrow I'll get my resupply. I couldn't find like a single cheap razor yet, so maybe I'll try and find one tomorrow somewhere. Maybe try and get just a haircut if I can, we'll see. And I don't know, maybe see if there's any breweries in town if I feel like hanging out for a bit. I'm also perfectly fine just chilling in the room. So for what I'm paying for it, I'm gonna get my money's worth. That's probably gonna be it for today. We'll see you in the morning for a town day at Big Bear Lake.